What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports, Jacob Gramegna channel, for today's Raptors Watch Along. Raptors in action tonight. They finished my candy. Against the New York Knicks. 2 nights off the back of that West Coast road trip for Toronto. That grueling schedule of a 5-game West Coast road trip that ends, of course, excuse me, with a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, absolutely no favors from a scheduling perspective. But it did not matter because the Raptors, as we know, famously came through, won 4 games of the West Coast road trip, and beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in the last leg of it. Very impressive West Coast road trip. The Raptors absolutely earned those 2 nights off. They come in tonight, hopefully nice and fresh, against a New York Knicks team that played yesterday. Second night of a back-to-back for the New York Knicks. Having to travel overnight to get to Toronto, always difficult, though yesterday they did play against the Sacramento Kings, where they won by a lot. The Kings suck. So I actually, I'm just trying to verify how grueling of a game that was against the Sacramento Kings, because if it was like over early, they could have rested some guys. So from a box score perspective, let's see. Yeah, I guess some of the guys got low 30s. Bridges played a lot. He always plays a lot. They played their guys. I mean, they gave their guys minutes. It wasn't like they were able to really rest guys. Could they take their foot off the gas? End of the third quarter, it was looking like it'll be pretty close. It was tied at the end of the third. So what the hell happened? So they needed all of the effort to win this game. What the hell happened in the fourth? They just pulled away, and the Kings couldn't score for like 5 minutes. Okay, so the Knicks are definitely this is definitely a full-scale second night of a back-to-back here. So we'll see how the Raptors do. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here today. Get us started. If you enjoy the stream, hit that like button. You know, if you watch enough of the content and you're just expecting that you will enjoy it, you can hit the like button now. Help drive us up in the YouTube algorithm. If later you decide, you know what, I'm not enjoying this one like normal, Jacob, it's worse than normal, you could always unlike it, but give us the like early just to get the ball rolling on this one. If you're new to the channel, get subscribed. I'm live for most Raptors games and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. for the Raptors Happy Hour. And hey, today's Wednesday. Today was a Raptors Happy Hour stream. We were live at 5 until 6. We discussed all things Raptors, I guess the feature, the rumors around the Giannis Antetokounmpo potential departure from the Milwaukee Bucks. So if you're into that sort of content, check that one out. Maybe once this is done or in the morning, make it part of your morning commute. It comes out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, and Thursday. You've got your commute sorted. Friday, maybe on the way home from work. It's 5 p.m. Maybe like you can watch it live on your way home from work. Maybe you're home from work at 6. You can watch it then. And a lot of options there. But you can check all that stuff out. Thank you everyone for joining me, though. Once again, should be a good game. A good test at the top, near the top of the East. The Knicks, obviously, the 3 seed. Raptors, the 4 seed. So whoever wins today is the 3 seed. Raptors could leapfrog the Knicks in the standings. Knicks could maintain their position here. I mean, they're tied for 3rd, actually, I guess. Raptors 1 more win, but also 1 more loss. Cavaliers started to put together a bit of a run. They're up to the 5th in the Eastern Conference. So got to keep the foot on the gas here. The Raptors are only a mere 3.5 games up on the play-in tournament chasing pack. Look at those guys. The Heat, the Bulls, the Hawks. Right where they belong. Right there. Right there in the play-in tournament. They're always there. I thought the Hawks would be good this year. I thought the Heat would be bad this year. And no matter what you think, the Bulls I kind of thought would be worse as well. Whatever you think, though, They always find a way. You know, I'm talking shit. We could very well end up being a play-in tournament team. Raptors one of the hardest schedules. They might have the hardest schedule remaining in the NBA. But anyways, we're doing well. Let's get another win here today. Keep the foot on the freaking gas. In the chat today, I am Nameless. Coming through. What's up? Thanks for joining. Gregory. Greg Troll Patrol. Love that. Welcome. Smart and Sharma as well. Adam H, as always. KK Braun. With a good reminder. Yes, Raptors have a boost tonight. Recently elected, I guess, the Rising Stars game. Colin Murray-Boyles returns from injury tonight for the Raptors. That is a huge boost, especially against a team with significant size like the New York Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns, big. Also, Mitchell Robinson. Who, by the way, Mitchell Robinson, well, whose fault? I guess it's more Cat's fault, but Mitchell Robinson's starting to eat more of those Cat minutes. Cat is fading away minutes-wise, and New York is getting a little bit upset with what he is bringing to the team. So we'll follow a little bit of that dynamic today as well. Jimbo Jenkins also here saying it's like the Steelers doing 9-8. It is. You don't know how they always do it. They were 10-7 this year, though, weren't they? You don't know how they always do it, but they find a way. Yeah, Steelers were 10-7 this year, so. And they fired their coach. Rightfully so. I can't play the week. Oh, Ben discussed that. Talked about that one on Monday. But congrats to him. First game since the announcement. So let's see what he can do here. Del Mouge also joining us saying, there's a package of Garland, Mobley, Tyson, and 4 firsts. Get it done for Giannis and Kuzma. Yes. I think so. Wow. Would the Bucks love to build around Mobley and 4 first-round picks? I think they would a lot. And they get off the Kuzma contract? Hell yeah, I think they'd do that. Financially, does that line up? I feel like the Bucks do that easily. That Cleveland just replacing Mobley with Giannis, that'd be pretty good. That'd probably be pretty good. They should try to get Ryan Rollins in that trade though. Get a point guard back. But I can see why the Bucks wouldn't want to trade him on that contract. Ryan Case, I want Turner. I kind of don't. I talked about it a little bit earlier today. I kind of don't. Raptors have to win or we're cooked. If the Raptors don't win, oh my God, could you imagine if they lost today? How fucked we'd be if we lost today. If we lost today's game, we'd be a game back at the Knicks. We'd probably still be in 4th. Man, we'd still be a top 4 seed in the East. I don't know. At that point, like you never want to go from a top 4 seed to a top 4 seed. That's always a sign of things falling off the wagon. Can't have it. No, I think we'll be okay if we lose. I think we'll be okay. It's bad when you 3rd seed. It'd be great, but hey. You know what? After going 4-1 on the West Coast, beating the Thunder, I'm playing with house. We're playing with house money at this point. If they lose, they lose a tight game here. You know, we're on a good run. We're playing good ball. Everything's gonna be all right. I don't want them to get blown out here. I think last time we played the Knicks, it got ugly. We played the Knicks twice, I think, actually. Twice. They beat us. They crushed us here. Second night of a back-to-back after an OT game. That you were set up for failure. And Pirtle didn't play here. This one, they got us. They outplayed us. We were in a rough stretch there. They outplayed us. So the Knicks have kind of had us a little bit this season. Would be a nice statement to be able to beat them here, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. You know, I feel pretty good about where the Raptors are situated right now. Let's hopefully keep momentum going here. Hey, look, they're gonna be tired. Second night back to back. They only went like 8 deep yesterday, I think. Raptors should be well rested. Hopefully they got a day off after the road trip. Pretty tight spread, but the Raptors are favored. Let's go win. Is RJ still going to be on a mid-restriction? I have not seen any updates regarding his minutes, to be honest. So I unfortunately can't answer that. I will I'll do the search for you though. For us. I'll get it done. Let's see. Yeah, whenever you search a player's name, it's just all betting stuff. He's still on a minutes restriction for this game. So RJ's still working his way back up to full health. So still a minutes restriction here for him today. Still nice to have him, of course. Played 21 minutes against the Thunder a few days ago in that Raptors win. Played all right as well. I would think he is due for a little bit of an upgrade in those minutes. I think with Colin Murray-Boyles back today, I feel like it's going to be Ochai Agbaji that falls away from the rotation because Shed's going to be in. Walter's going to be in because he was great against the Thunder. Grady Dick's been great lately, so he should be in. Abaji's been hit or miss, as many others are. I mean, unless they go 10 deep, which is a possibility, but I think if one drops out, it will be Agbaji. Hopefully, Barrett can get above 25 minutes, start to push towards 30 here today. But Darko has been pretty strict on the RJ minutes restrictions. Like, I remember a game earlier in the season where he barely played in the fourth, despite playing pretty well in the game up until that point. I am set, though, says, can't watch the game on the bus back from Ottawa. Thanks for this live stream. No problem. Happy to have you here. And for anybody unable to watch, using the stream as your way of following the game, I got you today. On Friday, I didn't. I was not doing very good play-by-play for that game. We were having a few Diet Cokes and whatnot, which was fun. Today I'll be a little bit more locked in for sure. So I got you today. Friday it was a mess. So not doing a repeat of that today. It was a pretty long few days, to be honest. I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear. At least this morning I felt a little bit worse for wear, but I had a good healthy day today. I'm feeling good now. I had a good dinner. Excited to be back streaming. I haven't done a watch along since Friday, so it's been a while since we did a watch along. So we're getting it in here today, and once again, feels good. Another good measuring stick sort of game here. See where the Raptors are at, how they can handle the size discrepancies. They've not handled the size discrepancies well at all against the Knicks so far in this season. Jakob Poeltl and Chucky Hepburn, the only players on the injury report for the Raptors tonight. Not that Hepburn will be playing, just to mention there. No Chucky Hepburn, but Jakob Poeltl also there. Obviously, a bit of a loss. We keep going. But NBA Cup crush today is a coin flip, big game, consolidate third place. That'd be nice. And you're right. That one of those games, actually the most recent game was an NBA Cup quarterfinal game, which actually means we should have the Knicks 2 more times after this season. I did not take that in. Because we played them twice already. One of them was an NBA Cup game, so we still have to play the Knicks, 3 more times, including tonight. Oof. Those will be big games. I mean, we're right there at the same time. It's going to be a pretty big game. So, need to find a way to go and win. Not need to, but would like to find a way to go win. I think Mitchell Robinson is out for the Knicks today. He kills Knicks. Oh, I did not see Mitchell Robinson was out, actually. So that is of large significance. Because we have nobody to compete with him. Mitchell Robinson is out. You're correct. He is out for this game. Okay, so they are second night of a back-to-back and a little bit injury depleted. We should be able to handle Towns. I'm actually not that afraid of the size issue there. I think the bodies we have can actually do a decent job on I actually think we can do a decent job on Karl Anthony Towns with the players we have. Mitchell Robinson was the player I did not think we that was a player I didn't know I didn't think we had somebody to play against. That's the type of player we started against. So feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good there. It's funny. I'm more worried about Mitchell Robinson than Karl Anthony Towns, but that's where I guess where we're at right now. Starting five for the Raptors is going to be actually they are going to change it up. I was going to assume it was changed. They're actually going to change it up. They are going to go with Murray Boyles from the start, as they had been doing when he was healthy. Thought they might have kept Mamu in to keep that going, but Mamu coming off the bench. Murray Boyles in that Karl Anthony Towns matchup with the rest of your normal starters. Quickly, Ingram, Barrett, and Scotty Barnes. Barrett, as we said, is still on a little bit of a minute restriction. For the Knicks, no surprise. It's Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Towns. OG back in the building. Hopefully gets a good reception from the Scotiabank Arena faithful. We win tonight. We will tie our win total from last year. I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. Last season, we won 30 games, and we could do that in just 49 games this season. I had not considered that. Wow. That is crazy. That is fucking crazy. Chet over Towns. Obviously, I mean, I think that's a lot of teams would feel that way. I think I saw a clip, where the Knicks commentators were like, complaining in game about Cat not getting back on team. They yelled like something about like get back Cat or something like that. His minutes are dropping and tensions are kind of starting to heat up a little bit for between the Knicks and Towns. What do you think about trading for Peyton Pritchard? I mean, I'd liked it, but I didn't really know what that trade would look like. I don't think anything like that would happen. I can't see the Celtics moving him right now, to be honest. Pretty Butter says, imagine we won tonight and dropped every other game in the season. Imagine if the universe just explodes. Like, yeah, I don't know. We could say, imagine if anything. Imagine if the Raptors win 200-0. They just make every shot and the Knicks miss every shot. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? If they won today and lost every other game, I'd probably be upset. I probably wouldn't be super happy. It'd be a 33-game losing streak, which would break the NBA record. So I guess it can be done. I don't think we're going to lose every game for the rest of the season. I think we're going to win plenty more games. Will it be enough to be a top 6 seed? That remains to be seen. A win in a game like this could do a lot of helping. Just nice to be back home. I'm not worrying about the stress to see the team back home, that is. You never know. We could throw Baines back to roster. You know what? I do know they aren't going to do that, and I do know they're not going to lose 33 games in a row. I know. They're not. I can't say, I guess I can't say for certain they won't. I can say for certain, they will not bring back Aaron Baines. 0% chance. Talking to IQ here. Eastern Conference Player of the Week. That's got to do a lot for the confidence. Hopefully, the start of a little bit of a rebuild on his season. I got to say, his numbers on the season are not necessarily that of a $32.5 million player. They are pretty respectable, to be honest. Considering, what is his usage down from? His usage is down almost 3.5%. So naturally, points are going to drop a bit. So there's 17.1 here in additional minutes compared to last season, where he also averaged 17.1. He's more efficient from the field. 3-point percentage is starting to climb back up. The assists are coming up a little bit, but in a not a bad spot. It's starting to turn into a pretty fine season for Quickly. 57.5 true shooting percentage, which I looked at previously. I don't have that memorized top of my head. It really is turning into a fine season for Quickly. If he did this the rest of the season, we'd probably be comfortable with. You know what? He probably needs to up that 3-point percentage maybe a touch, but even still, you know, he's taking more than he's taken in any other season of his career. There may be some, like, you know, some as the sample increases, maybe the efficiency comes down a little bit, but like he's been fine statistically speaking here. Now, in games, some of the decision making, which isn't measured statistically, is a bit suspect. His defense is still a bit suspect, but it's turning fine. It's just we need a bit better for that contract, but he's getting better. He's building up a little bit. I think what has been a big boost for him is the larger sample of minutes with Jamal Shed has indicated that like they both play better with each other, and we're starting to lean into that a little bit more often. I think that's been a pretty key find for the Raptors in the last, we'll say, like 20-ish games. So think things could be looking up for him. This is a trap game for the Raptors. First game back from a West Coast road trip. And then next game after this, another road game. Are they on the road next game? I thought they were still at home. Oh, yeah, they're at Orlando on Friday. I don't know if I call us a trap game. They're in a worse position than we are. They're in the second night of the back-to-back. We've had 2 days of rest. So I'd rather be 4 wins in a row, 2 days of rest, than second night of a back-to-back. Granted, the Knicks have won a few games in a row, I think. Or actually have they? They were kind of spiraling for a little bit. The Knicks are spiraling a touch. They won yesterday. They did play the Kings. They beat the Sixers. They annihilated the Nets. Okay, they lost 4 in a row before that. So I guess they're not really. They lost 4 in a row, and then they took all of their anger out on the Nets and won by 54 points. And then beat the Sixers and crushed the Kings. So they're kind of back on track here. Maybe a bit less of Cat has been part of it. So wow, I don't know if he was hurt. 16 minutes. Doesn't look like it. You know, he played 16 minutes against the Sixers. Oof. 27 minutes for Mitchell Robinson. I mean, granted, this was a blowout. So 20 minutes. Man, Cat's minutes are down. Played 27 here. Cat's minutes are down lately. When did this start? He played 35 here. So -5. What did he play here? He played 31. So yeah, his minutes are down, and they started winning. So it's a pretty significant injury to not have Mitchell Robinson for them today. So keep that in mind. Damn. Cat's falling a little bit out of favor in New York. We'll see what happens here. Bring back Aaron Baines and Freddie Gillespie. Yeah, wouldn't that just solve everything? Right? Boss, health matters. Health does matter. What's going on? Thank you for joining. I've been pretty unhealthy the last few days. Ain't gonna lie. It was my fiance's birthday, and there's just like, it was on Monday, and there's just like so many different celebrations that happen. It's her dad's side of the family. It's her mom's side of the family. It is friends. It is her birthday specifically, where we don't plan. We just, me and her do stuff. And then there was football on Sunday when there was no celebration. And then my parents come in town for her birthday. It's just a lot. So I haven't been super healthy. So today I was healthy. It was a good day today. But I wasn't feeling great this morning. I kind of realized this morning you gotta not that I go crazy or anything. It was just, some dinners and some alcohol here and there. But this morning I was like, oof, your body is craving nutrients today. So I had a good day here. I got a good day today. Soul Jat says, is CMB back? He is. He is starting at the 5. We'll have the Karl Anthony Towns matchup. Whenever we play against Karl Anthony Towns, starting 5s, by the way, are here. Whenever we play against Karl Anthony Towns, I remember a game The Raptors were playing against the Timberwolves when he was still there. It was like 2020. And we didn't have Gasol and Ibaka were out. So I was like, we're cooked. Like, literally nobody's going to be able to stop Cat today. We started Rondé Hollis-Jefferson at the 5. I was like, we're absolutely cooked tonight. And Cat had, like, something crazy. Like, I don't know if it was as low as, like, 5 points, but he had, like 12 max. Like, he had a super bad game, off night. And Rondé played him so well. So you don't need necessarily, I mean, that's just one game that sticks in my mind. But you don't need a ton of size to deal with him. I think CMB is actually a quality matchup for him today. And his minutes been dropping lately, so we'll see what sort of mood he's in here. Anyways, here we go. Raptors winners of 4 in a row. They are tied with the Knicks as the 3 seed in the NBA's Eastern Conference. The Raptors 1 game up on the Cavs, who are currently playing against, I think they're currently playing against the Lakers. So let's see what we can do tonight. Would be a nice statement win to keep the win streak going here, as the Raptors do take on this Knicks team. Scotty Barnes taking the jump against Cat. Won by Cat. Off we go. Raptors, 2 nights of rest, but that was on the West Coast road trip, so still maybe feeling it a little bit. No, 2 nights of rest as Cat misses the 3. The Knicks, second night of a back-to-back for them as CMB lays it in to start. Back like he never left. What a feed from Scotty Barnes. Good patience and good finish inside from Murray Boyles. Karl-Anthony Towns prone to foul trouble without having Mitchell Robinson on the bench. Definitely want to go at Cat and try to get him into that foul trouble and take him out of the game a little bit here. Raptors nearly get the steal. They do in the end. It's a loose ball foul against Josh Hart, so it'll send the Raptors back on the ball with 50 seconds in. Great start for the Raptors. Couple good plays there from Scotty Barnes as Barnes barges into Darko there. My goodness. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, hit that like button. Let's get things going tonight. Raptors getting into their offense on a proper set for the first time. Quickly to Ingram. Ingram mid-range rises. Doesn't finish. Murray Boyles bats that rebound to Barnes. RJ to Quickly for 3. Quickly gets things started here. Gets your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Emmanuel Quickly. And you can tell the confidence is there right now. Quick ain't playing. Oh, I see. I mean, he is playing, but he ain't playing right now. I get you. CMB does a good job to bat it off OG and save the possession for the Raptors. It'll be baseline inbound near the corner. Tough spot to inbound from as it shrinks your angle of where you can pass. Foul. Nothing called. Barnes tries to go inside to Barrett. Stolen by OG. Other way for Bridges. And he nearly turns it over. Cat has it. Goes past RJ. Met by Ingram. Loses it. Raptors in transition with Quickly. Pass to Barnes. Goes to Barrett instead, who dumps it off to Barnes, who lays it in. Raptors 7-0 in the lead. What a start. Here we go. And both sides of the ball working at the moment, particularly the defense with a couple of those steals. Not sure what Cat was doing there. But Quickly, probably not the right pass, but Barrett, great pass to Barnes. There we go. 7-0. 4 points off. 5 points off those turnovers. Great stuff. No notes. Keep it going. Knicks. I'll see BI go off tonight. Yeah, he hasn't. Brandon hasn't been spectacular as of late. Raptors are winning, so it's not like it's not like I'm complaining, but he hasn't been, up to Brandon Ingram standards, I suppose, as of late. Again, not complaining. We're winning. It's fine. He's doing his thing, but just note noting it. Quick is not playing. He's not playing. He's playing, but he's not playing. Early 3 for him here because he ain't playing. That's your Eastern Conference Player of the Week. First time in his career he has gotten that award. Could you imagine telling someone ahead, like the Raptors just lost to the Clippers, Lakers back to back. Felt like, oh boy, this could be a bit of a downswing for the Raptors. Quickly still struggling. Could you imagine saying at that point, Quickly, the next 4 games, you're going to earn Eastern Conference Player of the Week? How crazy is that? Crazy is that? Did I see Monday Night Raw? I did not. I am not a watcher of the WWE. I do like watching sometimes old school I actually watched yesterday. Yesterday night I watched most of a retro Royal Rumble on Netflix. I do like to have the archive of all the stuff on Netflix right now, but I don't watch like the current stuff. Not that I've never been one to watch WWE live. These are some cool graphics. They made postcards of all the stops on the road trip they won. Could have been better. Not to roast the editor. Whoever photoshopped those or edited those probably could have done a better job of making the players the same sort of graininess as the postcard. That's okay. They did a pretty good job. Here's the thought. Are you familiar with 2016 WWE? I'm familiar with like 2005 to 2010 era a little, like barely. I just know more of like the wrestlers in that era. So I played like a bunch of like SmackDown versus Raw 2008. And over and back for the Knicks, another turnover right out of the timeout here. Wow. Just what you want if you are the Raptors. Mike Brown unhappy about his Knicks. 3 turnovers already. Can the Raptors make them pay again? Quickly to Scotty Barnes. And that is nearly another turnover. It looked like a loose ball foul against Quick, and I think it will be. So Raptors, that's their second turnover. Or is it Raptors ball? Was that a foul on Brunson? Foul against Brunson, actually. And time call. Are they going to challenge this? I think the Knicks are going to challenge this. So Knicks are going to challenge. So it looked like Quickly had cut him off a little bit. On the replay, again, Quickly kind of cuts him off, kind of going for the ball. Brunson does barge into him. So I think this will be pretty tough to overturn, and the Knicks will be down 2 timeouts, and their coach is challenged inside the first 2 and a bit minutes. This could be good for the Raptors here. I don't think they're gonna lose. I don't think they're gonna overturn that. That's gonna be a real tough one to overturn. Did I see that Saudi Arabia built a WWE stadium in less than 4 weeks? I did. Listen, I've had some negative things in the very extensive history of the channel. I've had some negative things to say about some people from that country, not like the civilians or anything. So all I'll say about that is you probably don't want to know how they managed to build a WWE stadium in less than 4 weeks. Probably just going to leave that one be. I'm not going to call it an extraordinary feat of construction. There were some other factors at play there, let's say. They should call the approximate foul. What does that even mean? Toronto could never. Well, I could give you the reason why Toronto would be unable to perform such a feat. But I'm not going to do that. We'll worry about the basketball. I'll worry about it privately. Anyways, I don't think Knicks are going to win this challenge. Let's see. Coming back from commercial right now. Where did I get the baseballs behind you? One second. Wow, it is overturned. Wow. Okay. Where did I get these baseballs? Batting practice at a Jays game. Batting practice at a Jays game. Minute Maid Park gift shop. PNC Park gift shop. Yankee Stadium gift shop. Wrigley Field gift shop. Gift from my uncle. Batting practice at a Jays game. Gift from my grandfather, who he got for throwing out for the first pitch of the game way back when. Batting practice at a Jays game. And my grandfather. Yeah. Nathan Torres says he also the Shelby Lego car in the back. Yeah, that was pretty nice. I like it. Nice feature up here. Oh, up there. I like it. It's good little, nice and compact too. Seven 0 Raps. Knicks looking for their first basket here. Hart in the corner for three, and he does just that. 7-3. Ingram forward to Barrett. Swung to quickly. Back up top to Barnes, and he responds. He hits a 3 for himself. Raptors lead 10-3. Positive starts continuing here. Actually, I lied. One of the balls here is not from a that I said was batting practice is actually from a foul ball. I forgot. Minute Maid Park is now Daikin Park. Oh, I did not know that. Well, anyways, the one I have says Minute Maid Park. So we're going to stick with that. Nice retro. Ooh. Discontinued. Y'all got the Daikin Park. I've got the Minute Maid Park. The four, if I go to a new baseball stadium or ballpark, whatever, it's a nice cut by Barrett. Good feed, good finish. Every time I go to a new ballpark, I get a ball to commemorate my experience there. One day, I'll have it for all the teams, I hope. I don't have a Jays one, though. I should get a Jays one, but I don't have a Jays one. Brunson in for Josh Hart. 12-3 Raptors. All over the Knicks at the moment. Hart to Brunson. Back to Hart. Doesn't go. RJ has the rebound. I think it was tipped by Quickly. Barrett in the corner to Ingram for three. Doesn't go. His three-pointer has been not as dialed in as of late. Knicks go the other way, and Brunson lays it in. How? Do you just ask this? Couple of the batting practice ones were from... One was from a ball boy. One was from a player on the Rays. I forget who it was, actually. One just, like... I just leant down and got it. And the foul ball just went right to my uncle, who took me as a kid. And He gave it to me. OG inside. Doesn't go. Yeah, I got 4 from games. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy luck, to be honest. Just seemed to have a knack for getting like 1 a year when I was a kid. Nowadays, if I ever caught a foul ball, ain't no way I'm keeping that. It's going to a kid. You got to be like, when you're in your seats, you need to like scope out the kids. If a foul ball ends in your lap, you got to be pretty quick to give the ball to a kid, right? Yeah, I'm too old to keep it at this point. I'd love to keep it, but I'm just not going to do that. You got to find the kid who you're going to give the ball to. Got to do that. RJ at the line connects on both free throws for the Raptors. 14-5. Tyler Kolek in the game for the Knicks. Mamukelashvili in for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes out of the game. Bridges to Kolek to OG. Long range 3. Over top of RJ. What a shot there. 14-8. That's crazy. That's why it was intentional. Ingram, step back 2. In and out, unlucky there. Knicks getting back into the game now. Kolek to OG. Driving past RJ. And he gets the and 1 to fall. Chance to make this a 3-point game. Envisioning free. So I love this team. Great for the season. Me too. I'm very grateful for this season. Because it could have been a long grind. And they've done a great job putting themselves in this position. Fantastic stuff. A lot of good vibes. First time in a while. Scotty just helping out Barrett there defensively. He's a little bit weak there. But it'll put OG at the line. Misses the free throw, so Raptors stay up by 4. RJ has checked out for Jacoby Walter, who was excellent against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shamet is in for the Knicks. Shamet's still in the NBA. Crazy. Ingram fouled on his way up by Porty, I think. I think that'll send Ingram to the line. Greg says, I dreamed about getting a Maple Leafs puck at a Leafs game when I was a kid. I've managed that, though I haven't been to many Leafs games. That's a lot harder. A lot less of a shit going in the stands. I used to have some from like OHL games. I got rid of them though. Just didn't really care about them, and I needed to free up some space. Do have a Thomas Caberlet signed puck, not from a game, but that was a gift I got from some. I forget who got me that actually. But I think Giannis will land. I don't know. I can't even really make a good guess. There's a lot of teams who could do it, including the Raptors. Yeah, B.I. looks a little off to me without the headband. It is a bit strange. Hukporty for 3. Off the mark. Hart bats the rebound out to Kolek. Shamet has it. Now Hukporty to Hart. Good switch. His 3, though, doesn't fall. Mamu gets the rebound. And there's definitely some size on this Knicks lineup. So Raptors need to be able to box out and rebound well here. Ingram driving. Kicking out to Quickly in the corner. Now to Mamu. Got the look. Up fake, though. Raptors moving the ball well here. Murray Boyle's down low. Great pump fake. And that gets Hukporty into his second foul of the night already. And without Mitch Robinson, want to get the bigs into some trouble. And doing a good job there with Hukporty, as I said. So first is good there for CMB. Wait, no. Did that go in? He must have missed. I looked away for a sec. Made the second one. I don't know. Maybe he made the second one. It's 17-10. I can tell you that so far. Have I seen the Boston game so far? I'm watching the Raptors game. Giannis will magically end in the Lakers. No, I don't think so. That ain't happening. Ingram getting the rebound there for the Raptors. CMB in the corner to Mamu. Finds Ingram. Wants a little bit of space to go to work on Diawara. Second round pick, I think, from last year's draft or most recent draft. Ingram, long two over some pretty solid defense from Diawara, but as we know with Ingram, it doesn't necessarily matter what kind of defense you bring. Yabusele on the ball for the Knicks. Hand off to Hart. Now Kolek in the corner. Shamet. Nice sidestep past Shed. Can't connect in the three. Yabusele with the offensive rebound. Might have been a bit of a push there on Mamu, but nothing called, so that's what matters. Kolek kicks out to Hart. 2 in the shot clock. Backing down Murray Boyles. He can't foul there. You had him. You had him. And he knows it. You had him, Colin. You didn't need to foul him. You had to stop. And Hart just baits him. Gets him into it. Damn. That should have been a stop. So Josh Hart at the line. First free throw is good. Second free throw for the Knicks for Hart. And puts another one on the board for the Knicks. 19-12. Ingram. Down low to Grady Dick, who's in the game. Out in the corner to Walter. Oh, nice feed to the cutting Grady Dick, and Shamet fouls him at the rim. Nice cut by Grady Dick. Grady Dick, I think the biggest mark of improvement I saw at that West Coast road trip where he played pretty well was his interior threat. He became a much bigger threat on the inside. He was finishing much better on the rim. That had been pretty rough from him so far in the season. And getting inside again and causing a little bit of a disturbance there. And as a result, Shamet commits the foul. Will send Grady to the line. First free throw is good. Raptors up to 20 points here. Up by 8. Raptors also in the bonus for the remaining 3:47 of the first quarter as well. Second free throw for Grady Dick is also good. 9-point game. Solid stuff from Toronto. Can they keep it going for the rest of this first? Kolek over half court for the Knicks. Trying to get a screen from Yabusele. Gets the switch he wanted. Yabusele back up top. Finds Kolek again. Good help defense by Ingram. Knicks not able to penetrate here, but Yabusele trying to do it himself. A nice move to spin off Mamu and lay it in. Pretty good. Ingram back on Diawara here. Driving right past him. Dumping it off to Mamu, who misses at the rim. Maybe he just wasn't ready for that pass, or else probably could have made better use of it. Shamet for 3. In and out. Right back to Ingram. So another chance for him to go to work. Shamet the defender this time. He's going to want this matchup. Shamet flops. No call. Kick out to a wide open Grady Dick, who can't get the 3 to fall. Good look for Grady. Cannot capitalize. Always stings when you get your wide open shooter. Your really good shooter wide open look. It doesn't go. Knicks give it right back, though. They turn it over on the other side. Timeout called by Toronto as they maybe try to clean it up a little bit. But 7-point game. Raptors in the lead and looking the better team so far. Celtics getting crushed early. 36-18. Whoo! Damn. They are getting crushed. First quarter only, but damn, they're getting doubled up by the Hawks right now. Could get close to second. I mean, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves or anything, but if we won, we'd be 30-19. They lost, they'd be 29-18. So we'd be behind them in the official standing. We'd be tied with them. We'd be basically tied. That'd be nice. Competitive East, though. So gotta keep winning. And a lot of work to do here tonight still. But so far, it felt that the Raptors have played well. Very slow game so far. 3 timeouts already. A coach's challenge. I guess. Jamal Shed with it here to get us going after the timeout. He's on with Dick, Walter, Mamu, and Barnes. Mamu with some space to Barnes. Now another wide open look for Grady Dick. This time, makes no mistake. Raptors by 10. What ball movement there, by the way. Raptors nearly get the steal here twice. Oh, unlucky not to get the steal. And it leaves OG wide open on the broken play, and he throws it down. Damn. Nearly a turnover. But long pass from Shed to Grady in the corner. And they wave off the shot. It could have been an and one. I think that was the right call on the floor. Regardless, Raptors in the bonus. It will send Grady Dick to the line. Yeah, that's the correct call. It's on the floor for sure. How is he still here, Landry Shamet? I don't know, but he is. Grady Dick, first free throws, good. Perfect 3 of 3 from the line so far tonight. It'd be great if he could make it 4. Speaking of how is he still here, Jordan Clarkson checking in for the Knicks. Man, oh man. And he makes both free throws again. Raptors back up by 10. Bridges leading the charge here for the Knicks. And Grady, another good deflection. Out of bounds for a Knicks ball. Hope everyone's staying nice and warm in the cold we've had the last few days. My nose has been a little bit plugged as a result. And snow, I'm happy having more snow. There's been some pretty good maintenance around Toronto. Getting the walkways cleared and the roads cleared. It was rough that first day. Well, late whistle call against Shed there. When is the snow going to melt? Not anytime soon. Doesn't look like a foul there, to be honest. But not going to challenge. Where this snow melts, though, good grief, it is going to be wet outside. Dan de Castro. That's probably it. First time here. Happy, fun, having fun. Thanks, Muted TV. You're better than TV. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I don't think I'm better than Matty D. Nice move by Shed. Reverse layup doesn't go, though. Don't think I'm quite a Matty D, but I think I'm better than Alvin. But thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying so far. 26-18. Raptors. Barnes thought he got the steal. He thought he got it off of Bridges' leg. They call it a Knicks ball. Not seemingly asking for a challenge. Back to work here. Yabusele wide open for 3, though. Does not fall. Knicks had a lot of good looks that haven't fallen. And turnovers like that don't help us. A long pass by Barnes is stolen by Yabusele. Bridges has it. Raptors by 8. Probably could be up by a little bit more, to be honest. But they aren't. OG to the rim. He's stripped. Now we go. Grady Dick at the rim misses. Barnes can't put in the rebound. Man, some good looks there. Walter then puts it up. Doesn't go. Barnes has it again. This time, 5th chance on the play, or at least 4. Patting those rebound stats. Raptors by 10 once again. Clarkson at the rim. Kick out OG for 3. Come on. How are we leaving him open? He doesn't make it. Another 3 goes begging. All right. Chill. Shot clock's off. All right. There we go. Slow it down. Get it to Shed. Chuck or Matty D. I mean, I'm just biased for the recency here. I do like Matty D quite a lot. 5 in the shot clock. Barnes, fadeaway 2. That was bad. He had Shed wide open on the kick out. Instead, elected to take the tough 2. Tough with the clock winding down. He wanted to foul. Doesn't get it. But the Raptors still take the 10-point lead into the break. 28-18. Great stuff. Great stuff so far. This GOAT movie. They're showing a trailer for it there. I think I'm okay, to be honest. I think I'm okay. Steve says I was downtown yesterday and they didn't even touch the sidewalks yet. Well, it depends where you are downtown. I live downtown, so I have seen it. Where I am located, I was near King Street earlier, and King Street was pretty good. Some of the side streets are not done. But a lot of areas have been pretty good. To be honest, like, considering how much snow there was, it's been pretty good response. What I've seen downtown, the major areas, the sidewalks are done. That's, of course, the main component. Y'all don't like Scotty Barnes' hair for today. I think he looks fine. Anyways, good quarter for the Raps, up by 10. Maybe like limit some of those turnovers because there's been a couple sloppy ones. But the Knicks have made more, so we've got that going for us. We're generating steals here. Barnes got 7, Ingram and Barrett on 4, Murray Bowles and Quickly on 3, 7 points off the bench. Very nice for Grady Dick. So pretty solid. Like I'm happy here. We're getting stops. They're only 30% from the field. They're 2 of 12 from 3. So as I've said, they've let some 3-point opportunities go begging. But Raptors taking full advantage, and they're good for this lead. They deserve it. Let's keep it going. Matty D sometimes has some obnoxious calls. He's okay most of the time, but I cringe sometimes. I'm not going to be quite as critical. I quite like him. There may be some moments, but I like him. I'm happy to have him as the voice of the Raptors, if you will. Dalton Connect has demanded a trade away from the Lakers. Really? There may not be a ton of suitors. Also, Lakers are playing a game right now. That'd be a pretty weird time to do that, unless I missed it earlier. Don't know who the suitors will be. Atlanta up by 15 right now. Hopefully they win. All right, second quarter, here we go. Quickly back in the game with Grady Dick, Colin Murray Boyles, RJ Barrett, and Scotty Barnes. Quickly. Oh, nice up fake. Got Clarkson jumping, but misses the short 2. Should have had that. 28-18 still. Raptors doing well on the glass and forcing turnovers. OG driving to the rim and uncontested dunks it. Full head of steam. OG can be a little bit tough to stop, as we know. Barnes to Murray Boyles to Barrett now. Taking his time. Going up. Blocked by Bridges. Gets his miss. Finds Murray Boyles, who can't put it at the rim. Batted around, and eventually Grady Dick saves it right to Karl Anthony Towns, though, who finds Brunson. The streaking OG throws it down again The lead is down to 6. Good look there for Murray Boyles. Tough. Couple good looks going begging for the Raptors early in this quarter. Let's get something here. Barnes, long 2. Doesn't go. Do we need those long 2s? I don't think so. Brunson gets the switch onto Grady Dick. Double comes, finds Bridges. In the wing, OG for 3. Doesn't go again. Another 3-pointer doesn't go for the Knicks. Raptors very much benefiting from that. Barrett behind the back to Grady. Nearly stolen. Raptors still have it. Manuel quickly to RJ Barrett. Double comes. He's got Murray Boyles underneath, who kicks out to Grady Dick, who missed the 3. Murray Boyles had an open layup if you wanted it. I just go up and score that. No. Brunson for 3, no good. That was a weird play. Quickly fouled by Clarkson. And Raptors kind of need a breather here. Get the offense going in this quarter. I don't know if CMB didn't know like what he had going for him there or something. Spill some water. Spilled some more. RJ push shot doesn't go. Murray Boyles offensive rebound. Shed for 3. There we go. There we go. Jamal Shed for 3. 9:40 to go in the second. Up 9. Brunson over half court. Oh, Jamal Shed drawing the off ball offensive foul again. He's so good at that. He's so good at that. The illegal screen. God, I just should have scored that. That's okay. It turned into 3 points for Jamal Shed. Grady to CMB. And RJ fouled off ball. So we talked about on the stream earlier today. Basically, it comes down to if you'll trade Scotty Barnes, Giannis is yours. I don't want to trade Scotty Barnes. If it's not going to be Barnes, CMB has to be in there, or else this trade isn't getting done. I believe. So make of that what you will. We'll have a clip coming out tomorrow documenting more thoughts on that trade. Barrett for 3. Ooh! I think he looked away early, too. Was he talking shit to OG as that was on the way in? I'd love to see a replay of that. Raptors by 12. Clarkson underneath, can't get it to fall. Neither can Towns. Rebound eventually bounces to RJ. Good defense by Murray Boyles. RJ going past Brunson. It's batted out of bounds for a Raptors ball. Great help defense by OG to come around there and take away that layup. Wow. I want to see RJ's reaction. I swear RJ was turning early on that 3. Talking some shit to OG, I think. I don't know. Quickly. Over top of Shamet. Fucking. These interior looks for Quickly. Man. Do we need to shoot that? I don't know if we need to. Or at least get a better shot. Like take one not off balance with one hand, you know? Another missed 3 for the Knicks. Cat on the rebound doesn't go. Gets his own miss. And he's blocked. Absolutely rejected by Murray Boyles. Shed to Barrett for 3. This doesn't go. This one doesn't go. All right. Brunson to Clarkson. Has a lane. Tough layup doesn't go. Cat finally puts one in there. Steven Zhang 70. Thank you so much for this super chat. Saying respect to your consistency with this. Well, respect to you for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Glad to have the extra support. Glad to have you here. I'm very happy you're enjoying it. See, sometimes I feel inconsistent. I've missed a bunch of Raptors games this season. Some my fault. A lot of them not my fault. Oh, Murray Boyles, rough turnover there. OG under the rim. We make up for it. Shamet open for 3. Fuck. Not nice. 7-point game. You get days like this week. I suppose he hit the 3 early. Loads of game left. Just a couple of the shots could have been better. Here is quickly again. Tough pass out to Grady Dick. Grady Dick inside and drawing the foul. All right. Grady Dick just lately just feels like he's much more willing to make these hustle plays. He's finding other ways to get involved beyond his shooting, and it is translated to him playing a lot better lately, I think. He's hustling like crazy. He's making like some of these, he's winning some of these like 50-50 battles. Gotta give him credit. Throughout all this stuff in the darkest time, it feels good to have the Raps to be excited about. Absolutely, Zan James. It's just fun to be excited to watch them play instead of it feeling like a chore at times. It definitely doesn't feel like a chore this season. Thoughts on Sabonis trade? I'm not a big fan of Sabonis, but the possibility of getting off the Pirtle contract is a little bit intriguing. 50-36 for the Hawks. Good to know. Thanks for update. 5 minutes to halftime. Boston could come back from that still. Grady Dick, good from the line again, 36-27. Grady Dick, perfect 6 of 6 from the line. 7:02 to go in the second. Knicks not on it from 3 tonight, and that's been probably one of the key reasons, if not the key reason the score is where it is. Shamet, can he go back-to-back? He cannot. Towns has the rebound this time, and he's stripped again by Murray Boyles. Wow. What a job the rookie is doing on defense here. He had the block there. That could be considered a block or a steal. I think it'll be a steal. Taking away another 2 for Cat as Shed steps out of bounds. And it turns it back over to the Knicks. Timeout called. We head to commercial break. 6:30 to go in the first half. I see Grady and I could kind of turn around at the same time. Yeah. Like, damn, about time, but definitely. Love Darko's comment that his desire is just get Yak back as what they need right now. Yeah, definitely love that. I talked about it earlier today on the stream we did. What an answer. For a guy who's like been such a PR disaster at time for this teams, what a great answer, huh? What's the one guy, like what's the type of player you want back at the trade, you want to get at the trade deadline? He said, the one player I want is Jakob Poeltl. Darko PR, rare Darko PRW. For sure. Good reminder from T Infinity. If you're enjoying the stream so far, take a moment to hit the like button. Support our content here. Support the stream. Putting in work. And hit the like and maybe more people will watch. A man of PR extreme Serbian energy. I guess. Not sure we'll get as bad as the like horrific start to the season. And he was like, we haven't practiced in like 10 days. Maybe you should. Defense is going well tonight, for sure. Offense could use a bit of a cleanup, some turnovers, but can't complain much about a 9-point lead. God, I feel so dehydrated. The cold air, I don't know. But don't we need a backup center? Yes. I spoke extensively about that earlier today. CMB looking at top rookie this year. The Raptors are great for finding talent. They are. Haven't had a hit in the draft in a few years, really, like a true hit. Looks like they have this year, as CMB is in the Rising Stars game as well. Congrats to him. Elijah Martin also in the Rising Stars game as a G League representative. Unfortunately, Jamal Shed not in the Rising Stars game, though I believe he should have been. defensive rating. So we're now top 5 in defensive rating. We were 4th for a bit. Top 5 in defensive rating. That's still fantastic. All right. Out of the timeout. Raptors by 9. Brunson hands off to Kolek. They're going double point guard for the time being. Raptors have Shed, Walter, Barnes, Ingram, and Mamu on the floor. Kolek to Hart, or at least tried to get it there. Shed bats the pass away and gets the steal. He bats it right to Mamu Kilishvili. Raptors back to work on offense. Ingram rises up in mid-range. Drew the foul, but could not quite get that one to drop. Top 5 that center's crazy. It is insane work. Also, it's not even a great defensive team on paper. Shout out to Scotty Barnes for real. Scotty Barnes needs to be in some serious DPOY conversations. It'll be super tough to win it over Wemby and Chet, but Scotty Barnes is in this conversation. Do I feel like there's less exciting dunkers? I mean, I guess, but it doesn't really bother me. 60-38 Hawks, wow. That doesn't really bother me. Just, people taking care of their bodies, I guess. Cat has 16 rebounds? Are you? No, he doesn't. What the fuck? He does? What? He's 15. He's 15. It hasn't felt like that at all. Walter for 3 doesn't go. Cat with another rebound. Dude, it has not at all felt that dominant on the glass from Cat tonight. Is there anyone else who has a rebound on the Knicks? They have 23, but he has 15 of them. That's astonishing. What? He's been awful tonight. And he has that. Wow. That's crazy. They said Cat is no good at defense. Well, he isn't. He's a good rebounder, but he is not a good defender. His minutes have taken a sharp decline lately, and they've been winning more. And defense is the reason. Barnes fouled off ball. Raptors jumped out to an early lead in this game, have been able to stay there since. Kind of feeling with you there, Jason Dwyer. Don't think we need to make any risky trades. Get to the tax, trade for a reliable big, and cook. I'd be okay with that, but there's some big names out there. Got to see what you can do, I think. Raptors will make a trade. Raptors will do something. Can guarantee they're gonna get another tax. Can guarantee it. Abaji, I'm quite confident is getting traded to help make that happen. Kolek to Towns. Raptors by 10 again. Towns this time is able to finish on the interior. Past Barnes. Who'd you go for? Goga Bataze. Check out the video I did on that. That came out on Tuesday, yesterday, I think. Shed for 3. In and out, unlucky. Barnes on the rebound is fouled. And he is heading to the line. First free throw is good for Scotty. Second one on the way to make it a 10-point game once again. weird in my leg. Kolek gets to switch, but Shed robs the pass. Another steal for Jamal Shed. Another turnover forced by the Raptors. Corner, Mamu, 3. Doesn't go. Oh, man, we've had some chance to really stretch the lead here and have not taken them. Some of these threes going begging. Raptors shooting 28% tonight. It has not felt that bad. I would have said it was like high 30s. Raptors shooting 28%. They're up by 10 right now. A lot of chances going begging for this team. Wow. I guess that's why Cat has so many rebounds, because like nothing's fucking going in this game for both teams. Knicks shooting under 40%. Raptors shooting under 30%. But we're up by 8. 8 shots missed in a row for the Raptors. Mamu, that will not help us. Poor turnover there by Mamu Kilishvili. Towns with it. Trying to get past Mamu. He's blocked again all over Karl Anthony Towns tonight. Walter in the corner for 3. Side of the, it almost went in off the side of the backboard. Ingram has the rebound. Up fake, past OG. Nice take. Lays it in. Finally a field goal for the Raptors. And they're up by 10. Wow, they are not playing as well as they thought. Man, this is a rough game. Bridges' layup is good on the reverse. Back down to 8. Atlanta by 16 at the half. All right. 12 second chance points for Raptors to 4 for the Knicks. Raptors just dominating the turnover battle, I would suspect here. Because it's been inefficient. Ingram, couple up fakes. Oof. OG swats him. Barnes in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound tipped by Cat. And Cat has another rebound. OG with it. Nearly has it stolen. Gets it out to Cat. Inside for Bridges. He lays it in. 6-point game. Damn. Had some really good chances to stretch out in this game and take like a commanding lead. Unable to do so. And the Knicks are right there behind by 6. Feels like some wasted opportunities. Ingram for 3, though, responds immediately. What a play there. All right. Ingram starting to shoot up a little bit in the box score. But in the end, Raptors shooting 29% tonight. 6 of those makes are from 3. 6 of the 12 makes. The Knicks are 3 of 17 from 3 and are only shooting 37%. But it seems the Raptors dominating the possession battle, hence why they're up by 9 and shooting terribly. It's a good play there by him. Hell yeah. Damn. Anybody ever had a bacon portobello mushroom melt? I never had one. Looks pretty good in that commercial, though. Nearly at the half. Raptors looking to keep this convincing lead at the moment. Has not been that convincing of an offensive display, but defense it has been there. Yeah, I used to be a real Tatum hater, Phoenix, but you know, credit to Tatum, he's improved a lot as a player. But Jaylen Brown, yeah. I've been a bit of a Jaylen Brown non-believer as of late, the last couple of years. But damn, I did not think he had it in him as a primary piece of an offense. But evidently he does, because he's been terrific this season. In the absence of Tatum. Is it true Wendy's going bankrupt? Not that I've heard. I have no idea. If Wendy's went bankrupt, how bad would we miss them? I'd live, you know. Wendy's is fine. I like Wendy's, but I could live without Wendy's. Anyways, 2:15 to go. Raptors by 9, shooting 29% from the field. In that type of game, can they close the half strong and try to make the adjustments to get better in the second half? Brunson try to get past Barnes. Pretty bad screen from Hukporti, to be honest. Hart in the corner. Cut off well by Ingram. Nice move there, though, to get past him and make it a 7-point game once again. Wendy's quite trash. I've had Wendy's a bit more the last couple of years. I used to live near one. And looks like a foul by Quickly. I had no issues. I mean, their breakfast is dirt cheap. It's not the best, but it's dirt cheap. Dave Single's always good. The crispy chicken sandwich is good. Their tenders are really nice, actually. Ooh, turnover by Brunson there. The nuggets are fine. I've felt location dependent. I guess as all are. The one I went to was fine. I never really got anything that bad or bad at all. But I don't need one. I'm good without it. Ingram over top of Hukporti. Got the mid-range jumper to fall. Brandon Ingram's heating up to end the second quarter. Hart trying to go coast to coast and does. Some weak defense from the Raptors there. 49-42. Come on, finish the half. Murray Boyles, nice cut from Barnes. Throws it down with some authority. Back to a 9-point game. Let's get a stop here. Less than a minute to go. Brunson running the floor. And again, just weak defense by the Raptors. Man. Quickly. In the paint. Oh, my God, quick. Like, so many of these today, you're come with a more convincing attempt than that. OG for 3 in the corner, down to a 4-point game. Lowest it's been in quite some time. Raptors really only themselves to blame, shooting very, very poorly from the field tonight. Quickly was wide open in the paint from like 6 feet. You just gotta make those, man. Shouldn't even be a discussion. RJ for 3 to respond. Doesn't go. Rebound off CMB and out for a Knicks ball. All right, got to stop here at least. Pretty rough way to close the half. Raptors have been in commanding scoreline-wise, not necessarily play-wise. And the Knicks have it down to 4. Raptors getting CMB out for the last 13 seconds here. They want Shedden on the ball. Towns was going to come in, and now he is not. Or was he already? That's weird. Anyways, Brunson to OG. Over top of Barrett for 3 at the buzzer. Does not go. And RJ and OG playing a bit of 1v1 after the horn. But that is it for the first half. Raptors haven't played well on offense, really, but they've got enough extra possessions to take this 4-point lead into the break. Both teams will be looking for improvements. If one team can find it, then they could start to pull away. Feels like a first half of wasted opportunities for Toronto, but they still lead and a chance to grow in the second half. That's it for the first half. If you're enjoying so far, hit the like button. Just take a second to do me that favor. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm live for most Raptors games, and I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the Raptors Happy Hour for news discussion and updates. I'm going to take my typical halftime break. I'm just going to go, I'll be like 3 minutes. Just going to get some water. Going to go to the bathroom. When I come back, we'll go through the box score and team stats from the first half. Talk about what went well, what went wrong. And then we'll get you ready for the second half as well. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. Right back. All right, we back. Let's do the door shot before I forget. Here we go. Door shot for today. I think I've missed a couple in a row, so it'd be nice to get back on track here. Let's do it. Come on, get one, get one. God, come on. There. Why can't I do that first try? Damn, I've been missing lately. I don't know what it is. I've been missing lately. I'm sorry. I let y'all down tonight. We'll get it back on Friday. Maybe even a bit rusty. We'll get it back. We'll get it back on Friday. All right. Let's go through that first half for the Raptors. So, really, we're going to start with the team stats here because the Raptors have been shooting awful in this game. They're shooting well from three. They're 6 of 17, 35%. Shooting fine from three. It's about their average in the season. Only 31% from the field. That is where the problems are lying. The Knicks are 40% from three, only 40% from the field, 21% from three. So they're not making us pay. We're not making them pay. Thankfully, we've been ahead in the possession battle here. 3 extra offensive rebounds and 2 less turnovers. So the Raptors, despite taking 2 less field goals than the Knicks, they've taken 12 more free throws. And they're very good from the line tonight, 17 of 18. That is kind of where the difference is lying. Because it's been rough. It's been rough shooting-wise for this team. Sorry to hear my dog kind of. God, you itchy? You itchy? You're itchy? There you go. Box score-wise, Ingram started to heat up a little bit at the end of that half. He's got 13 points, 4 of 8. Barnes been solid throughout. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 9. Quickly to 3 in the first minute of the game. Has no more points since then, and he's had some good looks too. That is his only 3 though. We probably need to change that, get him on the outside a bit more often. RJ struggling inside, 2 of 7. Bench kind of struggling to get involved. Grady Dick's got 9 points, which is great. He's only 1 of 5 from the field, though. Jacoby 0 of 3 from the field. Jamal Shed 1 of 4. Mamu 0 of 2. So just efficiency needs to sharpen up for the Raptors. All these missed shots are like handing Cat a ton of rebounds. He's been like pretty awful tonight, but he's got a ton of rebounds because of all these misses for both teams. So he's on 16 rebounds in this game, but he's 2 of 9 with 4 points. So we know where the issue is, right? The Raptors are getting looks down low. They are not scoring them. That is really what it is coming down to at the moment. Got to make use of your looks. If you don't, the Knicks are probably too good of a team to not punish you. So got to find a way there. They're in the second night of back-to-back. You're on 2 nights of rest. Take advantage and find a way to win this game. It'd be upsetting to lose from this, considering the chances they've had to kind of pull away in that first half, and we're not able to do so. Steve Adams, another season-ending injury. Yeah, that's rough for the Rockets. It's a key piece there. Seahawks winning Super Bowl. I think they will, but the Patriots are capable as well. Drake May's kind of been an ass in the playoffs. I think he should be NFL MVP. I don't think he will be. I think he should be. But he's been ass in the playoffs, so I don't know. See if he can rise up to the game. Darnold's been terrific, so if Sam Darnold plays his game, the Seahawks defense does their thing, should be fine. But we've seen Sam Darnold crumble in big games before. My throat feels so dry, man. I have crushing water right now. Fell asleep on the sofa. Are we winning? We are. Not by playing particularly well, but both teams we're having a mid-off right now, and we're winning. Doesn't matter how you win, as we know from the Raptors this season. Dog's being loud. I don't know if you can hear my dog. Hey, you're making a lot of noise. You're being really loud. Disruptive to the stream. Want to come say hi? Want to come say hi to the stream? Come here. Come here. Usually does not like jumping up. You want to say hi? Come up. No? Just wants some pets. Doesn't want to come up. So you guys don't get to say hi today. 65% Seattle, 35% New England approximately. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe a tick up for the Hawks, but about there. Prices are where they're at for a reason on that one. Let the Seahawks win. Can't really bet the spread, though. Spread is where it is for a reason at this point, for sure. Is it a glitch, or do Ingram and Barnes have very similar stats? It's not that similar. I guess they both have 13 points, 4 makes, but not a glitch. That's what they're doing. How did I play with Scotty Barnes' dog park league? No, I actually moved away from that dog park, so don't have the chance to see the Scotty Barnes' dogs there anymore. So made use of the opportunity, certainly, when I had it. Ooh, Doncic looked like he went out there with an injury. That is troubling. Then he looks like he came back in. Okay, never mind. Try to find info on the Doncic thing. Yeah, he returned. He returned like right away, so he's fine. Had my moment with Scotty Barnes, but that's it. Maybe another day. We will see. Talk about. Anyways, second half should be on the way shortly. Yeah, this GOAT movie, not feeling like that's going to be a banger. They're showing another trailer for it. Steph Curry talking about it. Steph Curry's the producer. I guess just worst movies probably out there. We'll see how it performs. Won't be watching that one. What is good out right now, anyways? I hardly ever go to movies. Trade predictions: AD and Ja getting traded. I think both of them won't get traded. I'm not sure any significant player gets traded. I don't know. Giannis, I don't think will get traded. I think he might, but less than 50% chance for me. Ja, I'm really not sure at this point. I don't know who's in. I didn't even seem like any team are really interested in him. AD, I think would have to be a cut price. I don't think the Mavericks would do that. I don't know. Just watched Frankenstein last night. Not bad. I don't know if I'll watch that one. Just got no time. No time. I got a night off. I'm gonna spend 3 hours watching. I don't know. Not for me. It's not how I roll. Magnetic knowledge dropping in. Raptors got this one. I'd be a little ticked off if they don't, considering the offense, how much it's. Considering how well the defense has been. Need the offense to catch up for sure. I think compared to last year, the trade deadline will be surprisingly dead. I don't think it'll be much action. From the Raptors, I predict they will get a big and they will duck the tax, whether that be in separate moves or the same one. I think they will get one player of minor significance to the team. I think it'll be an underwhelming center they pick up, but they will pick up a center. I think Abaji will get traded to duck the tax. I don't think a big trade is going to happen. The Raptors are just, feeling out, seeing they can get a good deal somewhere. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. Thad Young. Oh, that was a bad one, wasn't it? In the end. I hated it at first, and then the Raptors made the playoffs the 5th seed. I was like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. Then they gave him a fat contract. Not fat, but too much, and then I hated it again. Last season we had a good deadline day move. We got Ingram. Then, we've had some bad deadline days where we got Pirtle one time when we didn't need to. We got Thad Young that one time. People always say the Raptors never do anything. They always do some business on deadline day. They always get stuff done here. Yeah, Aaron Baines. He's retired. We don't have to worry about him. All right, second half should be on the way any moment now. All right, he brought Scotty. Well, there are some other factors, but I guess missing on the free agent center signing did help us get Scotty in the end. Scotty is a tremendous basketball player. Things worked out in the end, didn't it? All right, here we go. Second half about to start. Both teams looking for some form of consistency on offense. Which team can find it, if any? Raptors outplayed the Knicks in the first half, but not enough to show for it. Only up by 4 with very poor shooting. Let's see what they can do now. Barnes backing down Bridges. Same starters for both teams. Barnes throws it out of bounds. Poor pass to Quickly there. If we get a decent number, we're cruising to Eastern Conference. I don't know about that, but we're definitely an improved team. Brunson spinning off Quickly. Fadeaway 2 doesn't go. Ingram has the rebound. Good job securing that one. Here we go. Let's get some offense going here. Brandon Ingram runs into the mid-range jumper and finishes. There you go. Nice and smooth. Yes, as Alvin points out, a little bit reminiscent of a Steve Nash runner there. Bridges, defended by CMB in the corner to OG. Swings back out to Bridges for three. And he got it to fall. Whew. Knicks shot very poorly from three in the first half. Hopefully that is not a sign of things to come in this one. BI, mid-range again, is able to get it to go. 55-50, Bridges to Hart. Now OG. Spinning off CMB, layup is good. So 55-52 here. Brandon Ingram, if we can get him going, might have enough for this game tonight. Remember to hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream so far. Keep us going. Keep driving us up that YouTube algorithm. Reminder, I'm live Friday at 5 p.m. for Raptors news and updates. And I'm live for the Raptors game against Orlando Magic. Also on Friday. Raptors playing that one 7:30 p.m., same time as this one. At the line here, first one was good there for RJ Barrett. Second one on the way. Also good. 5-point game. Brunson. With Barnes all over him defensively. Brunson off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound batted out all the way to Hart in the end. Finds OG. Kick out to Bridges in the corner for three. Not this time. Barnes rebound. Now Ingram. Taking his time. He's going to shoot. At the elbow. Jumper is good once again. B.I. He ain't heating up anymore. He's hot. He is hot. What rhythm. OG to the rim and one. Tough defense again. Too many times we get a make and they're able to move it down the floor and just finish easily. Too many times. RJ's got to provide a lot more resistance there on those OG drives. OG completes the three-point play. Sorry, I have to adjust my clock right now. If you're synced up with me, make sure you resync. I have to change it up. Quickly, floater. There we go. Finally. A bucket for Quickly. Your Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Remember the OG reactions during the draft pick in 2017? I actually don't. Wasn't as in tune with the Raptors' social media at the time, so nor was I in tune as much with college basketball and draft picks. RJ spinning, missing, getting his miss, and putting it back in. Raptors by 8. Timeout Knicks. The guy's 19, has not felt like that. He's just been like, he had a good end of the first half. He's had a good start to this half here. Been racking up some points. Start, bench, cut centers. Ken Birch, Aaron Baines, Alex Len. That's in that order. Start, Ken Birch, bench, Aaron Baines, cut Alex Len. Easily. There you go. Easy. OG was straight face when he was drafted. Because, it's strange because OG is known for displaying so much emotion typically. OG reacted like OG would. OG hit a game-winning buzzer beater in a pretty much must-win playoff game and didn't even muster a smile or any reaction. That's OG, OG gonna OG. All right. Some positivity to start this half. BI is the key thing is getting BI going here. When times are tough, that's a guy you got to look to. Has this been a long game? I don't think so. No, it probably won't be a long game. We'll see. I can never quite decipher on the way if it's a long game. Usually near the end, obviously I feel it, but it's felt a bit long at times. We hold the lead. What I miss? Brandon Ingram's Brandon has heated up. He is done heating up. He is hot now. That's what you missed. In rhythm, he's in his spots, he's in the zone, he's dialed in. Keep feeding this man the basketball. Center 11 from the field now for BI. The notorious BI3. All right, back from commercial. Here we go. Let's get it going. Timeout by the Knicks there. Let's see what they have accomplished in that time. 63-55. Bridges to OG. And batted away by RJ. Good defense. Side out of bounds. Batted out again. This time off of Josh Hart. Some more good defense by the Raptors, and they get the ball back out of time. It's not the first time they've generated a turnover or a steal out of a Knicks timeout. Some positivity there. BI finding some room on the run again. He draws the foul. Is going to the free throw line. And he is feeling it right now. Keep giving him that ball. First free throw for Ingram is good. Second one for Ingram, also good. Raptors, 21 of 22 from the line in a game that has been devoid of shooting percentages. They have been extremely efficient from the line, and that's probably the separation and why the Raptors lead by 10. They get another steal here with Quickly. Nice pass down low to CMB, who's fouled by Brunson. More free throws on the way for the Raptors. Nice pass by Quickly there. Quickly doing some work on defense there. Or was it BI? No, it was Quickly. Nice pass. CMB just got in there for the foul by Brunson. First free throw there. And right after I talk about the free throws, CMB misses. That's all right. Make this one. Second free throw for CMB. Michael in chat says that the only two misses have been CMB. He's not like the greatest free throw shooter. He's fine, but Kind of felt like that run was in jeopardy when he went to the line. Brunson, wow, slithering through a few Raptors before finishing at the rim. Raptors, though, pushing the other way. 5-on-4 briefly. Poor pass by CMB, stolen by the Knicks. Here comes Hart. Good recovery by Ingram. Gets it in the corner to Bridges for 3, and he finishes. There was, I think, some Raptors fans who wanted to travel there because Mikal Bridges started talking some shit. RJ, tough with the left, doesn't go. I don't love that shot. Spills out off the Knicks as the Raptors ball at the baseline. It kind of looked like a travel, but like I think Bridges was gathering and then collected his footing. Let's see if we have a replay here. No, that wasn't. That didn't look like a travel. That didn't look like a travel to me on the replay or in real time, to be honest. Mamu to CMB. Pass deflected by OG. They call, oh, that wasn't deflected. They call it over and back. So it's Knicks ball here. So Knicks are starting to step it up a bit. 6-point game, 7:07 to go in the third. Brunson driving. Oh, wow, what a move. Right past Walter. Doesn't go. Mahmoud, good job on the glass. Tips it to Quickly. 3-on-3 for the moment. Slowing it down now. Back to 5-on-5. Mamu up top. Get it out of your hands. Quickly. With Bridges defending. Is there a mismatch somewhere? No. Quickly again. Trying to find some room. And a tough pass stolen by Hart. Call timeout, man. Hart to the rim. Lays it in. Call timeout. Call timeout. No timeout by the Raptors. They've been making hard work of their offense in the last little bit. 7-0 run by the Knicks. And then an offensive foul call against Mamu. We're rattled at the moment. That was a really bad pass by Quick. I mean, just telegraphed that way too much. All right, get a stop now. A lot of missed shots today. A lot of turnovers for both teams. Raptors lead by 4, though, in this messy game in Toronto. It's as messy as the weather. OG, step back 3. Doesn't fall. CMB on the glass. Eventually corralled by Mamu. Ingram now running point. Working on Bridges. They're trying to get him back to his spot. Fadeaway 2. That's why. That's why. Woo-hoo. Brandon Ingram once again connecting in mid-range. Shorter mid-range that time. Scotty Barnes getting ready to check back in. Down low, Bridges fades off quickly, and he's fouled. He's going to head to the line. If there have been positives, Raptors defending well and not fouling very much. Bridges at the line. First free throw's good. Barnes coming in for the Raptors now. Bridges can make this a 4-point game again. Raptors quickly led by 5, then made it 7. They're up 7-0. And it has not been less than a 4-point lead since it was 5-0. So they'll want to keep it that way, but the Raptors have led throughout. Bridges makes both at the line, and it is 68-64. Barnes to Quickly. Shamet the defender. Better matchup for Quick now. Ingram. He's got the Bridges matchup. Can he go back to work? Oh, and they call it offensive foul. Oh, that's soft, man. What is that call? Let me see. Terrible call. Terrible call. Awful. What are they even calling there? Challenge that. That's a made basket. You should challenge that. What, I don't even understand what they're calling, like what they could possibly have seen there. Is it the little elbow, like slight push? I see like egregious push-offs in every game I watch that don't get called. That is so soft. Other way, Shamet for 3. Fuck off, man. Awful, awful call. Just took a bit of the life out of us. 5-point swing indeed. 1-point game. Getting back to work. Ingram defended by Diawara. Triple teamed. Walter now kicks out to Ingram. His 3 is up. Doesn't go. Rebound by Josh Hart. They can grab the lead for the first time here now, New York. Diawara to Brunson. Hart back out to Shamet. Step to the side for 3 off the mark. Nice rebound by Ingram. Great job by Ingram. Come on, get some points to the board here. Get some points to possession. Ingram. In the corner, Shed. He's fouled by Brunson. On the floor. Are we in bonus? Maybe not quite. Gotta be like 1 away now. Timeout taken by Darko here. Trying to get the offense going again. They're still leading. They've led throughout, but could certainly be playing better than they are for the time being. Four on Brunson. That is good. That is positive. So Ingram, despite that egregious basket taken away call, he is 8 of 13 with 23 points. He has been Toronto's best player of the night. Barnes still on 13. Quickly down on 5. Gotta step up over there for him. Bench not doing much either. Need a bit more out of the bench. Yeah, that foul, Raptors would have been up 6 if that not been called. Instead, it's we're down to 1-point game. Who knows how that will affect the game. But it doesn't matter. They called it. That was the decision. You got to live with it. You got to move on. And, that's not going to define the game. What may define the game is how poorly the Raptors have shot tonight. That's where more of the anger should be stressed. Raptors have brought their shooting percentage up to 37%. It was less than 30 at half. So I don't know why they didn't challenge. That you have 2 challenges if the first one is successful. Like, if you challenge it and win, that's guaranteed 2 points. So I don't understand why Darko argues so aggressively on things he doesn't challenge. Like, we've had some pretty ridiculously bad challenges this season. That felt like we had a successful one there and 2 points. So not really sure the thought process on not challenging, but again, got to move on. Get on with the game. Lost 10 straight to the Knicks. Damn, we gotta fix that. You got them 2 more times after this season. We've lost to them twice already. So, and they're right there with the standings. Gotta find a win somewhere. Do it tonight. Why not? What are the Celtics saying right now? Boston is down by 12. Cleveland is up by 29. They are going to beat the Lakers. So let's get a win here. Out of the timeout, stolen by OG. Knicks lead. Some very poor play from Mamu tonight, I got to say. And that does not change with that play there. Shed to Ingram. Now Barnes in the corner. Walter. Pass to Mamu, please. Lays it in. Okay, that's better. Nice spin move to finish from Mamu. Hart to Shamit. Underneath the rim. Cycles back out to Kolek. Make use of these bench minutes. Shamit. Floater. Doesn't fall. Rebound Hukporti. Bats it. Eventually gets it out to Hart. Nearly stolen by Barnes. Fresh shot clock. And then offensive foul. Sorry, defensive foul. Defensive foul. Called against, I think it was Jacoby Walter there. Shed is a little shaken up. Hopefully he's all right. Cat back in for the Knicks. Kolek to OG on the inbound. Fresh shot clock as a result. OG going to the rim and restoring the Knicks' advantage. We haven't had much of an answer for OG downhill drives. Just need to do a better job of, you got to get your feet, you got to get out early there on the help and cut it off. Just not doing nearly a good enough job on those today. Walter, layup, blocked by OG. Got to hustle back now. Mikal Bridges lays it in. Knicks by 3. Timeout Darko again. And the Knicks starting to take over the game a little bit. Knicks defense has improved quite a bit in this quarter. First half kind of felt like Raptors missing their opportunities. This quarter feels like it's more the Knicks defense has been far superior. So need to find some answers in this timeout. Last timeout, we turned it over right away. So need to find answers in this timeout and get things going. Not helpful that the bench has been quite non-existent tonight for the Raptors. Yeah, bench has really struggled. Grady's got 9, but he's 1 of 5. And I don't think he's played in the second half as of yet. So need better from quite a few guys, but not a lot of answers being found for the Raptors right now. Just a lot of, like, OG's got 23, and it's been quite a few just downhill drives, nobody there to cut him off. All right. What do you got? Out of the timeout. Jamal Shed with it. Gets the ball for Grady Dick, who's in the game now. 18-4 run for the Knicks. Barnes loses the handle, is able to recover. Gets it to Ingram. Long 2. This one doesn't fall. He's been dialed in this quarter, but not every shot's going to go in. Kolek. Hand off to Bridges. Gets to switch on to Grady Dick. Ingram coming for the potential double. But they get it back to Bridges. He gets to the rim again. And again, no resistance at the rim for the Raptors. And the Knicks lead by 5. They're on a 20-4 run. The Raptors cannot get anything going on offense right now. And another poor pass is stolen. I mean, what are we doing, man? Awful quarter. Awful, awful, awful quarter by the Raptors. Way too many mistakes. Bridges again. Floater is good. I mean, do you need to call a third timeout in a row here or what? Terrible response from the timeout, and the Raptors are in a hole. 22-4 run for the Knicks. They cannot get any action on offense, and it's another turnover. Christ. Shamit for 3. Doesn't go. Cat hustles for the rebound. Nobody else does. And another timeout. You know, at this point, like, the first 2 timeouts did nothing. Is the third one going to do something? I don't know. But 3 consecutive timeouts consecutive, I say. It's been 3 timeouts in the last, 3 minutes, I think, for the Raptors. This one is getting ugly now. They are down by 9. You give a bit of credit to the Knicks defense. It has been great. They've been much better, but Raptors offense has been sorry in this. Haven't been able to break down the Knicks defense in any way here. And not even getting a look, really. Not even getting a look, to be honest. A lot of poor passes getting stolen, getting to rim, getting blocked, but not generating quality looks, and the Knicks are finding it with ease, getting to the rim with ease. And honestly, getting out-hustled by a team on the second night of back-to-back, not a great look either. I don't know what Darko said at the timeout, but you can't call another one, really. They've got to sort it out in the court now. Outscored by 13 in this quarter. What can they get now? Barnes defended by OG. Now Barrett. How are we going to find offense without Brandon Ingram? Well, a really bad pass from RJ won't help us. Nearly stolen. Grady, tough shot. Another brutal offensive possession. Brutal. Can they get a stop at least? Kolek. To Shamit, back to Kolek. Now Bridges in the corner. Tough shot for 3, but Bridges is on fire right now, and it's a 12-point game. Jesus, what is the run now? 27-4 run. That is 4 points in the last 8 minutes for Raptors. That is embarrassing stuff. Can we at least shoot the ball in this possession? That'd be nice. Barnes up fake with the left. Wow, a good look, and he's he didn't even hit the rim, and he got a pretty good look there at the buzzer. All right, well, that was awful. Absolutely awful. The Raptors have thrown away a very positive position here, and they are in a very big hole going into the fourth. Ingram was hot to start the half, and kind of seems like a bad call against him was a bit of the catalyst in this run here. The Knicks have been all over them. Would have made it a 6-point game there. Knicks go the other way, hit a 3. And it has been all New York since that point. They're generating a run up until that point, but pretty much haven't had any answer for this Knicks defense other than Ingram ISO right now. RJ's 3 of 10. Barnes is down to 4 of 11. Quickly's 2 of 6. Quickly's only taking 1 3 in 3 quarters. That's pretty unacceptable, to be honest. Bench is giving us nothing. Grady Dick has 9, but he was just awful in the 2 minutes he had there in the third quarter. He's only 1 of 6. Just not enough offense today. Raptors shooting 35%. The Knicks now all the way up to 48%. I said if one team gets their offense going, they could pull away. That team has absolutely been the Knicks, and I think it's their defense that has been able to start that run. Raptors turning the ball over like crazy in that quarter as well. I think the Knicks had no turnovers in that quarter, and the Raptors had 5. There's a big swing on turnovers here. Plenty committed by the Raptors in that quarter. So, brutal. You're way behind now. I don't see the Knicks fumbling this one here, but these are the sorts of teams you're going to have to beat. You're trying to make a run in the playoffs. This is going to be one of the teams you might have to beat, and this could be 0 of 3 against them this season. Knicks defense, give credit. Knicks were excellent on defense in that one. Just too many mistakes we were made to pay. Eight turnovers in that quarter. Wow. So Knicks did have some turnovers in that quarter, but 8 for the Raptors. Just pretty unacceptable statistic there. Toronto just way too sloppy on the ball. All right, well, 12 more minutes. What can the Raptors muster up here? Do I think this motivates Bobby to Giannis to do even more? I do not. I think he wants to do it anyways. Bridges for three. We get a stop. Now can we go on offense? This lineup, I'm not sure. Mamu lays it in. So we have Quickly, RJ, Grady, Mamu, CMB. I don't think Grady can play right now. I guess he's on Shaman. I guess it's not that bad. And you know what? Good help defense there from Grady. Broken play, but it ends up with a Bridges open three, and he connects. Unlucky. We had a pretty good defensive possession there. That was unlucky. 85-72. RJ to CMB. Wow, 8 assists for Kolek. Mamu for 3. And finally, some production from the from the bench. Mamu back-to-back makes. He's got 5 points in quick succession. And it is a 10-point game. Grady guarding Kolek here. Why? Kick out to Cat. Now Shamit. Good cutoff. Raptors rotating well on this possession now. Kolek. Kick out to Cat. Long three over CMB. Off the mark. Grady doing a good job on the glass. All right, he's hustling now, at least. 85-75. Barrett spinning off Shamit. Double comes from Hart. Out to Mamu. Just made a 3. Doesn't make this one. Man, some fucking looks tonight. Some of these threes. Getting your good shooters good looks. Just got to make these shots sometimes, man. Can't shoot this poorly in a game and expect to win. Hart. Weak side for Shamit. 3-pointer blocked by Mamu. Back out to Hart, though, and he makes the 3. Couple good defensive possessions by the Raptors have resulted now in Knicks threes. Very unfortunate. To be fair, they were very fortunate for most of the game with the Knicks missing these shots. So sometimes good teams will just start to make their shots. RJ, another tough shot. RJ has been pretty bad tonight, man. Hart driving, kick out to Bridges. Now Kolek. Shamit for 3. And another one falls for the Knicks. And they have taken over on both ends of the floor. Yeah, I think this is done. Grady at the elbow. He's up to 11. I mean, at least his points are up, but hasn't looked that good. Hart spins off. Can't finish. Raptors down 14 here. Mamu. Putting it inside for CMB. Now Quickly. RJ in the corner for 3. In and out. And can't, get these good looks. Just gotta start hitting these shots, man. Wide open looks for 3. You want to get back in the game. They're hitting the contested ones. You got to hit your open ones. Yeah, this will probably turn into another one that slipped out of the grasp. Raptors should have had this one, considering the position they were in. But Knicks have been the much better team in the second half, so you gotta give them credit for that. Ingram back in the game. It's gonna have to be pretty much give the ball to Ingram and pray, I think, the rest of the way with the way it's going. Getting a steal there off the inbound is good. And then RJ draws the foul. Still 8:30 to go. I guess it feels cooked, but I guess it isn't completely cooked yet. First free throw for Barrett is good. Second one, no good. Have to be pretty perfect the rest of the way here. Bridges misses on the jumper. Raptors get another stop. Means nothing if you can't. Well, it doesn't mean nothing, but you got to keep supplementing those misses with offense. RJ drawing another foul, going back to the line here. Yeah, the Lakers got fed in the land. RJ 3 of 12 tonight. He's struggled. Free throw there is good though. Looks like he's going to get 25. Well, he's got 22. Maybe he'll come out and he won't finish the game. They'll probably close with Shed. Down 11. Just need to keep finding stops. Hart. Defended by Mamu. Now Shamit. Kolik. For 3. Fucking hell, man. Like that, these type of shots are falling out. Come on. What are you supposed to do about that one? Some of these shots are crazy. RJ blocked. Here comes Kolik. Good hustle by Quickly to get back, though. And it gives time for C&B to recover and get the block. Excellent play there. Bridges now. He fouled. No foul. Turned over by Quickly. Oh, he got the ball. My bad. Got the ball. Yeah. Look, I thought I got ball. I don't know. Okay. 94-80. That Knicks 27-4 run has cost the Raptors the game, it seems. 16-point game now. Just section of the game where the Raptors turned the ball over like crazy. Couldn't get a make. Knicks hitting everything. And in a big hole. Could be a third consecutive blowout scoreline against the Knicks. And that is alarming as Quick misses another float. I mean, Quickly's got to fucking make a shot from 6 feet every now and then. You can't miss every look you get from there. These are the ones like that should be just automatic every time. And he's made, I think he's like 1 of 5 from that spot tonight. They're not even contested. OG to the rim again. Nobody in his way again until it's too late. And 1. Chance to make it a 19-point game. Oh, boy. I want to shut this shit off, to be honest. But I won't yet. Christ, we haven't beaten the Knicks since we traded OG there. Awful stuff. Alarming that the teams around us in the East, the Celtics, we haven't even been close to this season. And this will be the third consecutive Knicks game where we haven't even been on the same planet as them in the end. Alarming that is the case. Refreshing that we're 3-0 against Cleveland, but these are the type of teams you need to compete with, and we are absolutely nowhere near competing with them at the moment. And they don't even have Mitchell Robinson tonight, and that's a guy that we don't have anybody to throw against. So alarming of how bad it was in the second half here, unfortunately. Takes a bit away from the good run the Raptors have been on as of late. Okay, I got to piss real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Damn, Bridges has been on fire tonight, 11 to 14. And he's made some tough jumpers along the way. OG's got 25, 11, 17. A lot of it has just been downhill running, and nobody meets him at the rim. So OG's at the line to make this a 19-point game right now. And the Knicks have blown this one apart. So I mean, the two largest weaknesses for the Raptors are pretty much on display tonight. Not enough reliable shooting, one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league, and no rim protector when Pirtle's out. They felt the extent of both of those heavily tonight. And as a result, the Knicks, I said at half, if the team starts getting their offense going, they'll run away. The Knicks have done that. Mamu, nice pass to Barnes down low. Quality possession by the Raptors, but is it too late already? Down by 17. Raps will never get a generational player. You could argue they have one. And every year, they do make moves. Typically, they do make aggressive moves every year. Quickly for three. His second three-pointer of the night. And he misses that one. Bridges runs the floor, makes it. That's one point. That's Quickly's second attempted three tonight. There's 6 minutes left in this game. Barnes misses a three there. Quickly made a three in the first minute and hasn't taken another one since. That is a very large problem, whether that's on him or coaching. Not nearly enough involvement there. For that is like, he's coming off being Eastern Conference Player of the Week doing that. Hart for three. All right. I think I'm done, man. That type of shit falling. They cannot miss right now. Barnes underneath. And one. Throws it down. All right. I almost turned it off there. I was really close to ending the stream right there. I know I said, like, hey, we won 4 in a row on the West Coast. We're playing with house money right now. But ultimately... Missed a free throw. Ultimately, to lose like this, I am very pissed off. When it was there for them in the first, 30 minutes of the game, it's gone away since. Cat underneath, fouled by Mamu. 4:46 to go. As soon as this goes to garbage time, I'm done. I'm not watching garbage time. Yeah, a lot to work on here. 0 of 3 against the Knicks this season. None of them have been close. I think we're 0 and 2 against Boston. We're 0 and 3 against Boston. The only close one against Boston, we really did get blown out and made it close late, didn't we? Oh no, we had one semi-close game, I guess. 0-3 against Boston, 0-3 against the Knicks, and we still have to play the Knicks twice more this season. Boston only one more. A bit concerning with how you stack up to the rest of the top teams in the East. So Raptors will be the 4 seed end of the night unless there is a miracle of a comeback that I am not expecting given how the second half has gone thus far. Credit to the Knicks. Their defense has been elite in the second half when they needed it to be. Mamu with the slam. Down by 20 once again. How do you lose to 11 times in a row? Well, you play the Knicks 4 times a year. The Raps have been really, really bad the last 2 years. The Knicks have been really good the last 2 years. So that's automatically 8 games where the Knicks are going to be heavily favored. And then this season it's been 3 games where, they've outmatched us on a few occasions now. So that's how. Why not watch playoffs? If the Raptors make the playoffs, you just skip out and watching it. I think you're a fucking loser. Like this is why you watch. These are the moments you wait for as a fan. You get your team in the playoffs, get to watch your team in the playoffs, and then to even think about not watching it, I can't believe that. That's some loser shit. Why watch it all, man? Just can't handle a bad loss from time to time. Just don't watch ever. I don't know what to tell you. If the Raptors make the playoffs, I will be watching. Imagine like people who like grew up with this team. I was born after the team was founded. Imagine people who grew up watching and never had playoffs to watch. Crazy. Towns, another slam past Mamu. Doesn't go. Or gets to go. Doesn't get the block. Knicks sweep us 3-0. I will bet $100 million we won't get swept 3-0 by the Knicks. I'll bet everything. I'll put every asset I have that Knicks won't sweep us 3-0 in the playoffs. Wow. Quickly has followed up his Eastern Conference Player of the Week with an absolute stinker tonight. 3 of 9. Tough one to follow up an OKC win for the Raptors, but chance to rebound on Friday against the Magic. A team that is on our level with three-point shooting. Yeah, it did feel like the run kind of started with that Brandon Ingram foul, offensive foul. That shouldn't have been an offensive foul. If only there was like some sort of like system in place where if the refs get a call wrong, you're able to like do something where they watch a replay to determine whether they actually did get the call right or wrong. And then, like, you know, since he made the shot, you could just get those 2 points. But unfortunately, it doesn't exist, right? Nothing you could do. Silver's NBA. No, there's 2 challenges, and the Raptors, to my knowledge, haven't used either of them. So I don't get why that moment. Not that, like, we knew. I mean, there's a lot of factors. The game could have gone the same despite that. But felt like, you know, you get your 2 points there as the Knicks are coming back. And not even to challenge. I don't understand, like, the decision to not even challenge. Brandon's been great tonight. That's the positive. But the rest of it, no. No positives. Not much positives at all. Forced turnovers early. Timeout Knicks. I don't really care to sit through another commercial break. So that is going to do it for me, guys. Yeah, bad night. Got bailed out early by some really poor Knicks shooting. But the Knicks kicked on in the second half. The Raptors were left in the dust. Pretty much just give the ball to Ingram and pray type of game because nobody else really went with him. Decent fourth quarter from Mamu. Okay game. Pretty good. I mean, look, 17, 10, and 5 for Barnes. Nothing to scoff at. But in the end, you can't shoot 39% from the field and win games. Knicks thoroughly outplayed the Raptors second half. Deserved the win. 4-game win streak comes to an end. We are tied with the Cavs at the 4 seed now. Bad games happen. All you can do is try and bounce back. We will try to bounce back on Friday against the Magic. I'll be live at 5 p.m. for the Raptors Happy Hour that day, and I'll be live at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time to do the watch along for that one. So if you did enjoy what you saw today, catch me on those pieces of content. You can hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the content. You can hit the like button if you enjoyed tonight, but I will, of course, see you again next time.